Waffling, waffly, waffle. We love waffle, don't we? Delicious waffle. Good morning, beautiful ones. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all well. If you're new to my channel, I'm Joseph. If you're a returning subscriber, beautiful to see you. So in today's tutorial, it's not a tutorial, it's another foundation review. And today we're doing a blind foundation review. And I'm going to be reviewing the collection Lasting Perfection 16-hour wear matte foundation. So that sounds like something I've had far too much coffee already this morning, hence my hand shaking like a nutter or a madman. So that sounds like something you beautiful ones out there would be interested in watching. Stay tuned. So guys, before we continue, there's just a few things I need to talk about quickly, if that's okay. I know some of you are sick of the sound of my voice already, but just bear with me just for a few minutes. You might want to hear this or maybe not. First of all, I'd like to just give a shout out to Steffi Saxon-Wolford, who has her own YouTube channel. I'll put it down here, and I'll link her channel into the description too. Steffi is quite new to YouTube. I think she's been on for 2 or 3 months now, and Steffi teaches you how to apply eyeshadow, and she does really creative stuff, and I love watching her videos. So if you fancy checking her out, go over to Steffi Saxon-Wolford. And this is a shout out to you too, Steffi, hi. And also, whilst we're on the subject of YouTubers, my favourite YouTuber of all time, Susie over at Light Fragments Oracle, again, too much coffee, over at Light Fragments Oracle has, she emailed me the other day, bless her, she's got some really exciting news, guys. She's if any of you heard of Gingerberry, it's an American jewelry company, I believe. Anyway, they sent Susie some PR to review on her channel, and she gave discount codes, so on and so forth. And the actual company have now got Susie's website, Susie's tutorial or review of the Gingerberry jewelry on their website. So again, I'll link that in here somewhere or in the description. But I just think that's awesome, isn't it, guys? Susie's just reaching new heights, dizzying heights, I would say. Well done, Susie. We all love you very much. Okay, should we get on with the review? Let's do it. So gorgeous ones. This foundation is by Collection. Can you see that at the top? Collection is a British company. It's based in Wiltshire in the Cotswolds, a beautiful county. If any of you come to England, you must visit Wiltshire, Shropshire, and all. I think Shropshire's in the Cotswolds too. So if you're ever in England, do visit the Cotswolds, because that's England in a nutshell, if you like. Very green, very hilly, very beautiful. Get on with what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. So yeah, no, this is by Collection, a British company, and they are a budget company, basically. I'm sure that they wouldn't mind me saying that, because their foundations and all of their makeup, guys, is so reasonably priced. It really is, and it's excellent quality as well. I was blown away by the Filter Finish, what's it called? Complexion boosting serum, and this is like one of those highlighting 4-in-1 product, so you can use it as a primer. But today again, we're looking at the this foundation, and I got this yesterday from Sainsbury's to film my tinted moisturizer, my SPF skin tint with, because I needed a foundation to dilute down into that one. And I was in Sainsbury's yesterday, going out with the intention of getting a foundation for that for that tutorial rather. And for some reason I was drawn back to the Collection rack, or the what's the word I'm looking for? Can't remember, can't think at the moment. Again, too much caffeine in my system, scrambling brains. Yeah, no, and I was drawn to the Collection counter, I suppose. It's not a counter, it's just a shelf. And this foundation is called Lasting Perfection 16-hour wear matte foundation, and it's a 6-in-1, and it's also an SPF 30, and I think for £7, guys, that's just awesome, isn't it? Just amazing value. And this is in colour light vanilla. Can you see that? Yeah, focus, please. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? I realised yesterday that I had it upside down, but my bad. And again, today's going to be a blind review, beautiful ones. And I do what blind reviews are they're unique to JMS, or Joseph Makes Skincare. Again, picking myself up there. I'm sure there must be some other blind reviews on YouTube somewhere. But that's what I'd like to, to not get a name for myself as such, but just to, if people fancy watching blind reviews, go to JMS or go to Joseph Makes Skincare. Am I waffling? I'm waffling, aren't I? And what blind reviews are, guys, I'll just tell you quickly, is that I go and buy the foundation or the item itself. And then I don't look at the website at all. So I know nothing about this. I didn't even look at the, the advertising or the bump which came with it in the shop on the shelf. And then I open it up and I try it on my skin, first off fresh. First of all, I try it on the back of my hand and then as a swatch, and then I try it on my face out of the bottle as is. And then I play around with it, because I have 2 or 3 different requirements out of foundations for myself and for my crate, which I won't talk about now. And then what we do is we go and look at the website afterwards. I don't even know if Collection has a website. I'm sure they probably do. And then I go and look at the website to see whether my findings marry up with the company's claims. And I do that, guys, just because it makes it a little bit more interesting or a little bit more unpredictable for you guys at home. So that's the only reason I do these blind reviews, guys, is for you beautiful ones at home. So let's talk about the foundation. Now, it comes in a glass bottle, so that's already a big thumbs up to me. Recycling, so on and so forth, with a plastic gold effect lid, and there's the Collection branding with the product information on the front, and then you turn it around on the back and there's the claims. And this says, and I'll try and put a picture here if I can, guys. It just says primes, corrects, covers, smooths, perfects, and mattifies. They're the claims at the top. And then it says it's water resistant, transfer resistant, full coverage, and no clogged pores, which means it's non-comedogenic, so it won't form blackheads. It won't contribute towards blackheads. Blackheads will happen anyway, but this is a 27ml foundation, so just a little bit under the bog standard 30ml. Again, it's SPF 30 and it's a 6-in-1. So I can only see 4 claims on the back though, guys. The water resistant, transfer resistant, full coverage, and non-comedogenic or non-clogging pores. However, in the writing above that, they have said that it primes and conceals too. So yeah, I guess there are 6. I guess that you could get 6 claims out of that if you were to push things. Do you know what I mean? And as I said yesterday in my tutorial on how to make the skin tint with the SPF 20, for which I use this in the product, this came from Sainsbury's for £7, and Sainsbury's is one of the only shops in Britain, or one of the only supermarkets in Britain, that actually provide you with full testers. Do you know what I mean? Not those little bottles or no testers. I just think that's awful, because a lot of these shops have no returns policy. So you get your foundation home, you slap it on your face, and it just looks so wrong on you. You can't take it back. So again, £7 isn't really a lot to waste, is it? So, not to be sniffed at. And this was security sealed as well. And usually I like to take the security seal off with you guys. However, I had to open this up yesterday to put the drops into the skin tint. So, and now it's got that sticky, that sticky thing that really drives me insane, guys, because that's going to pick up fluff and germs and just drive me up the wall, guys. That's just me though, beautiful ones. Exceptionally anal about makeup and personal care items. I just think you should try and keep them as clean as possible. Do you know what I mean? Because if this gets dirty and waffly, waffle. Right, sorry guys. So should we crack this one open and then have a little look? Why not? So yeah, remove the lid, and it comes with a white. To put that over there, because that will go everywhere. Otherwise, that's the lid. It won't go everywhere. I'm just being dramatic as usual. This comes with a quite a classy, and I like the look of that. I mean, that could be an Estee Lauder foundation, couldn't it, guys? Or a Clinique one, and as I've said, it comes in the glass bottle, so there are big pluses going on here, shall we say, guys? Win. So yeah, no, what I'll do is I'll just, and as I said, I've already opened this up, so I won't have to pump to get the old stuff running. So how am I going to do this? This is so awkward, beautiful ones. I'll start off with the back of my hand. There we go. There's a drop there. Can you see that there? And again, we're trying to find out whether this is a full coverage foundation. Again, color match, primes, conceals. See if it covers all of those claims, that the company made. So already we can see that. Can you see the color match on my rubber arm here? It's got a very faint foundation-y smell, that watermelon-y smell that I go on about, which probably none of you can smell out there. But so I put some self-tanner on this arm to try and make it a little bit more what's the word, blending in with the rest of my skin, because that's just ridiculous, isn't it, guys? Sorry. Sorry. Oh, the things that please me, eh? Oh, the things that make me laugh, eh? Just not good at all, is it? But anyway, so shall I do that and just keep moving my fingers just so you know that isn't actually rubber arm, it is a living limb of a human being. Right, so can you see that colour? It's got a slight orange cast to it, hasn't it? In the shop it did look you know, quite a cool toned one, and hopefully I'll be able to make it work on my face. But no, it's a really, really nice smell. Again, it reminds me of Estee Lauder's Lucidity, which I don't even know whether they still sell that or not. But and it is pretty full on coverage, guys. I mean, you saw the freckles on the back of my hands, didn't you? So now we don't have one rubber arm, we have two rubber arms. I will stop going on about the rubber arms eventually, guys, once the novelty's worn off. However, you've got to make the most out of these things, haven't you? So yeah, and it still feels a bit sticky, and I've only put that on about, what, 2 minutes ago. So should we give it some time just to dry down and see whether it oxidizes on the back of my hand? No, it just looks pretty orangey to me, guys, at the moment. So I'm going to look like a baked bean or a can of tango. Yeah, can of tango, not a tan of Kango, a can of tango. Right, so yeah, can you see it's got a, and this is supposed to be a matte foundation, guys, and it's got a really nice glow to it, actually, guys. So it's not one of those mask like, you know, those flat foundations, which a lot of matte foundations are, guys. I must say that. And that could be an issue for many, many people of oily skins out there, who have oily skins out there, rather. You know, I mean, why should oily skin sufferers' foundations always be chalky or mask-like? And I think as time's going on, you know, and as formulas are becoming more and more sophisticated, we are actually getting closer and closer and closer to a matte foundation, which actually looks pretty natural on the skin, as opposed to looking like a bag of flour or something. Hope that helps. Right, guys, should we get some on my face? Why not? So again, I'll just have to put a, oh, there's no room left. Okay, doesn't matter, does it? I might just use 1 or 2 pumps. Shall I use 1 pump or 2? 1.5, eh? So yeah, just put him over there again, because that will go everywhere. Can you see that just there? And by the way, beautiful ones, I don't prime my skin in everyday life, and I certainly don't do that for these reviews. So I'll just get about that much there. Can you see that? There. Oh, sorry, wrong finger. Why do I keep doing that? And I'll just load them onto my chops. And prepare for me to look like a baked bean, beautiful ones. How are you all? I hope the weather's nice for you wherever you are. I was thinking yesterday, you know, guys, we are a family, really, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? We are. You know, and families grow, don't they? And as my channel grows, more and more people will be coming to join our little family. And I just, you know, I just think that's ace, guys. I really, really do. So that's one layer of the lasting perfection. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's called. Lasting perfection on my clock, on my choppies, whatever I call them. Choppies, face, in other words, face, just a face. Just call it a face, Joseph. It's not chops, not clock, face. Right, okay. Message got and understood. So bearing in mind, guys, that this is a, we're sat in studio lights, and my bright light is just right off to the left here, so that, you know, and this is supposed to be, I had to put the lid on it. This is supposed to be a matte foundation, guys, 16-hour wear, so that's a lot of claims, isn't it? And I just already am quite impressed by this formulation, guys, for £7. What do you think? And I won't keep saying, what do you think? I'll just ask you that once or twice today, because I know that, you know, I do ask that quite a lot. Yeah, no, I'm pretty impressed. Can you see the sheen it's given my skin? Itchy moustache. Can you see that, guys, around here? And there, you can see it there, can't you? And there. And that just makes the whole thing so much more natural. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you want from a foundation. You don't want people to walk past you and think, goodness me, that person has an inch layer thick of foundation on their face. You just want to walk past them and, you know, for them to acknowledge the fact your skin looks great, possibly even naturally great. That would be good, wouldn't it? But yeah, and it's drying now, so that's probably been about a minute to a minute and a half, isn't it? It doesn't feel chalky at all, guys. So it's not one of those powdery sort of oily foundations. I'm really, really liking this. Really liking it, guys. And what do you reckon about the colour match too? Obviously on the back of my hand. Can you believe that that is now on my face? It's just, do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I just, just continue to get blown away by makeup. A bit sad, but you know, I am sad, occasionally sad, not always, but you know. Right. Waffling, waffly, waffle. We love waffle, don't we? Delicious waffle. Loving this foundation, guys. Absolutely falling for it big time. But now it has dried. It does leave a sort of very, very, very faint, moist sort of feel on the skin. So I don't know whether it's going to dry totally or not. Some of these foundations, particularly silicone-based ones, and I guess this one would be, most of the 16-hour or long wear ones are. But so far, guys, yeah, no, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, you know, that looks incredibly natural, doesn't it, guys? Doesn't look like I've got anything on my skin. However, I'll have to go and take a few photos, which I'll put here. I'll go and do that now, guys, in natural daylight. And, you know, the old, so far, guys, I'm really, really, really falling in love with this foundation. Sad again, but, you know. So what do you think? Now, honestly, guys, you know, I mean, what I ought to go and do is just take some photos, and I'll take them in natural daylight and the most unforgiving light in this building, which is the bathroom. Fluorescent, full on, you know, much, not brighter than the studio light, just a different sort of lighting. Shows up everything, guys, literally everything. I'll go and do that now and cease waffling, waffly, waffle, waffle immediately. And then when I come back, we'll talk about the photos, and then should we try the old Lasting Perfection with a foundation brush? Why not? And then we'll try incorporating water into the whole equation, because I have a feeling that this foundation could be excellent. Right, beautiful ones. Now I've just taken a set of photos, and I've got you in a lot closer because I like to keep my beautiful subscribers close to me. So this one is in the bar. Sorry, looking out of my lounge window straight on. So this is in natural daylight. The colour match is just excellent. I mean, obviously on the back of my hand it looked ridiculous and totally not matching at all, but on the face it has. This one's me looking to the right. Here's one of me looking to the left. Again, from holding the camera slightly above my head. Here's one in flash photography. And finally, for now, the bathroom, which again, I've said, you know, just shows up every trace of texture on your face. So guys, what do you think? I mean, I said I wasn't going to say that, but I would love to hear your, you know, your thoughts on this this fountain. I just think it's awesome, absolutely awesome. You know, for £7, guys. And sorry, the illuminator, or the, what's it called? The filter finish was £7 too. So, you know, I mean, that's just amazing, guys, isn't it? Just awesome. Right, I'll better go and wash this off, and when I come back, we'll put a layer on of the foundation using a foundation brush. Should we try that? Why not? Right, beautiful ones, that's me back from the bathroom. That layer of maquillage removed from my... Oh, wrong one, sorry. What am I doing? Sorry, guys. Getting totally carried away there, aren't I? This is what we're reviewing today. We've already done the other one. Sorry, beautiful ones. Right, so, yeah. And here I have my Real Techniques foundation brush. It's not Real Techniques, it's by a different company. I'll find out and link that into the description if you want me to. So again, let's load some on. I have washed that layer of foundation off my hand, and we'll go in with just, because I mean, and this is what I would do on everyday life. I would never ever go out with, you know, caked in foundation. I just think that doesn't look very good on men at all. And you know, so right, let's just get some. Can you see that just there? Let's load some of that with the brush. This brush was £8.99 or so, and it's a double-ended one. You've got a concealer end and a foundation on the foundation brush on the other end. And I'll talk to you about what requirements I have from foundations, and just flip it over because there's foundation on both sides of this this brush. Yeah, no, my requirements for a foundation for myself, and I don't wear foundation every single day, guys. In fact, I hardly ever wear it. Special occasions, or if, you know, my skin needs a boost or something. And what I want foundation to do is to be totally undetectable on my skin. And that's why I, you know, do all these techniques of incorporating water and trying to find ways to make the foundation invisible on my skin, so that I, you know, people can walk past me and again just think, wow, you know, waffle, waffle, waffle. So just get the remnants off. And I'm not a big fan of foundation brushes. I've got this for my kit or my crate, if you like, just work it into the old schnufter. And it's, as I said, this is supposed to be a concealer and a primer. So that's good. So you've got your built-in primer there. We're saving money again, aren't we? Again, I don't like primers. I'm not a big fan because to me it's just, wasting money, throwing bad money after good, because I can't see the need of them, guys. Do you know what I mean? Put them in the old beard. Why not, eh? Why not? Horrible day in England today, beautiful. One's really grey and overcast. It's just like autumn or even winter. Get my glasses, which have dropped on the floor, so back in a minute. So guys, I have my glasses in my hands, and let's have a look. Wow. Can you see it's got a nice glow to it. It isn't flat and it's not heavy. It's certainly not mask-like. Yeah, no, I'm pretty impressed with this one so far. Yeah, it's showing my texture. Again, for a £7 foundation, it's not gonna, it's not gonna be a miracle, if you like. However, I think it is a pretty darn good foundation, guys. The concealing claims I'm not too sure about, because it's not going to show up very much, but I have 2 red marks here from these glasses, which are way too small for me. I do have other glasses as well, which are probably a little bit bigger, but they make me look like something from Joe 90. So, and my name's Joe, or Joseph too, but you can just call me Joe or Jay or JJ, or just call me what you want, guys. Do you know what I mean? Don't call me anything nasty though, please, because that's just not nice, is it? Nope. Right. And again, time for rubber arm, guys. I just want to talk to you about, why trying stuff on in the shops is not ideal at all, because, via testers, all those little tubes of testers, because where's the first place you try it on? The back of your hand, of course. And this one just looks, I mean, if you were just going by that for your face, or for my face, in fact, you just wouldn't, you wouldn't choose that foundation, would you? You wouldn't, guys. I mean, and yet that color match is virtually identical to my skin tone, and because I am quite familiar with foundation, I knew that it would be, and I knew not to go by the back of my hand. And what you need to do is when you're testing foundations, is to put it on the back of your hand, by all means, rub it in a little bit, and then start here and bring it all the way down, so you have a stripe of color all the way down your neck. And that way you're covering more than just one skin tone, because your neck's a lot lighter than your face. And if the foundation matches both of those, then you're onto a winner, guys. And also, I don't like using foundation brushes, because I think they tend to give you quite a streaky sort of finish, and there's a lot of working in to do. Yeah, basically, and you can't soak them either. You can soak them, of course. Why not? You can soak anything, can't you? Really. However, they don't hold as much water as a sponge. So if you're not going to use your fingers, I suggest trying a sponge, or a sponge applicator, something which has come with a powder or a cream to powder, something like that. Anyway, but I'm not, as I said, I'm not a big fan of these ones. But again, I'll go and take some photos, put that one over there, and then when I come back, should we take this layer off and then try with a soaked beauty blender? Why not? For some reason, guys, the foundation brush has made this look a lot more obvious than fingers. So here are some photos. Now this one is just, this one's me looking out of my window, so a full-on shot. And you probably can't tell, but it looks far more obvious. Here's one of me looking to the right. Here's one of me to the left. Again, one from holding the camera slightly above my head. The next one, guys, is from a different part of the flat, of the building. So, a different light source. Just trying to give you guys, popular again. Yeah, no, different light source, so you can see how this foundation looks in all different sorts of lights. And again, I'll do one in the bathroom. And finally, bathroom. Did I do flash photography? If I didn't, then here's flash photography. But if I did, apologies. I'll have to edit that bit out, but hopefully not. And finally, here's the bathroom, guys. As I said, the most unforgiving light in the building. Right, so yeah. Right, guys, back from the bathroom, and I've got my trusted jug here and my little Superdrug equivalent of the beauty blend. I think it was £3 or something like that. I've only got one, guys. I didn't, sorry, that's me squeezing the water. And put it over here, because if I do, that will go everywhere. Right. And hopefully what this should do is just to not shear it down as such. It just alters the the look and feel of the makeup on the skin. So again, I have to put some on the old rubber almond. Should we go in with a pump and a half again? Why not? Can you see that just there? And I've got a really good feeling that this, this soaked beauty blender this time will, because it's got a glow in it already. And by soaking it down, you take the mateness away from and it should still, yeah, stop waffling, right? Okay. So I like to go in with a pointed end first. So can you see that on there? There's loads of foundation on there, guys. Too much, in fact, but hey, so it'll go down the drain at the end of the day, guys. Wasting loads of money again. Doesn't matter, does it? It's only money. Can't spend it when you're dead, can you, guys? And that's something I live by. Obviously, you've got to be a little bit more responsible with money, haven't you? But you literally, what's the point in saving or being tight with money? Do you know what I mean? Because once you're dead, you can't spend it, so you may as well enjoy it. Does that make sense? Hope so. Right, let's work this into my choppies. Wow. It is quite not difficult to work in, but it's resisting my my attempts to. And as it dries, it's getting, because it's got the 16-hour what's the word, action to it. It's bonding with my skin, and I'm trying to move it around the skin, and the water's interacting with the fixing agent, which is possibly a silicone one. Again, I don't know, but until we look at the website. But so that's one layer of that. Oh wow, wow! Look at that. Can you see how it's given my skin like a sheen, hasn't it? Again, it's altered the look and feel of the foundation on the skin, just making it really, really, really natural now, guys. I mean, can you see that? It just looks amazing, doesn't it? Put my old spectacles on and have a close inspection. See if it passes muster. Yep. And it because we're using, and it is, as I said, I think it's silicone based, or one of those. It's definitely got a fixing agent in, possibly the same one that MAC. Is it Face and Body or something? That was one of the first ones that came out. One of these ones that lasts basically forever once you put it on your face. But I mean, again, for a matte foundation to be able to look this natural and to be quite luminous as well, it's just awesome, guys. And that's because we've soaked the beauty blender first. The foundation straight out of the bottle was pretty luminous, wasn't it, guys? But now we have just we've altered the composition again. My bad. But I just think that's stunning, absolutely stunning, guys. And water's free in every country apart from England. I mean, we have to pay for our water here. Not very good, is it? But, it's not £1,000 per mil or anything. It's not really, really expensive. It's not prohibitively expensive is what I'm trying to say. But, no, I just think that is, wow. Really, really, really impressed. And for £7, guys, I mean, and again, I don't know if collection is sold in America. I'm sure you'd be able to buy it off Amazon or eBay. Again, be quite careful about eBay because there are quite a few fakes. But again, why would anyone want to fake a £7 foundation? Possibly the more expensive one, Christian Dior or Yves Saint Laurent or Yves Saint Laurent. We're not. You see? Do you see what I mean about it fixing itself to my? That's quite hard to move now, guys. I am being able to move it, but I'm applying quite a bit of pressure onto, and this is the same sponge we've used before. So what these fixing or these foundations, which are designed to last for hours, do is that once you've applied them to the skin, they do dry, but then they bond with the skin, and they're not silicone based. It's a different ingredient, which I won't talk about now, although some of them will have silicones in. But it's dried now, guys. It's still left a slightly sort of moist feel to my skin, or not sticky, not greasy at all. I imagine this is an oil-free. Again, we'll look at the website in a second. But wow, no, that is just awesome. And for £7, as I've said, again and again and again and again and again and again. Just going to sit and look at myself for the next 10 hours, if that's okay, guys, because this foundation is awesome. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to sit and look at myself for the next 10 hours. A waste of time, really. But yeah, no, that is just gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous, if you don't mind me swearing. It's not a bad word, is it? Bloody. It's not as bad as the old F word, which I tend to avoid. But yeah, I mean, for £7, we're onto a winner here, guys. And straight out of the bottle, it just looked phenomenal, didn't it? for a matte foundation to be that glow, not glowy, it was just luminous, silk-like, do you know what I mean, or satiny. Should we have a look at the website? And I will stop talking. Yeah, let's do that. Beautiful ones, there is a website. I've just located it on my trusty mobile, and it's called collectioncosmetics.com. And this is, and I'll put images of this here, so you don't have to keep referring to me waffling. Lasting Perfection Foundation. Lasting Perfection Foundation, they are now available in 20 shades, which is brilliant, isn't it? And they actually give you a shade guide as well. They describe to you which each shade, the undertones, and the shade level, so light, medium, dark, so on. This matte full coverage foundation seamlessly blends for a flawless complexion. Yep, totally agree with that. Totally, it's just awesome. The new Lasting Perfection foundation features a new look and feel, but with the same much loved formulation. Just an added extra, mum's just slightly, sorry guys, with an extra SPF 30. Sorry about that, guys. My mum, bless her, she's rediscovering her youth, I reckon. She recently set up herself a WhatsApp account, and she just bombards me constantly with messages. Do you know what I mean? And it's fine though. I'm just so pleased that she's right, okay. Shall we should we continue? The 6-in-1 formulation primes, conceals, covers, smooths, protects, and gives a soft matte finish. Totally agree with that. Really, really, really soft matte. In fact, almost luminously matte, if there is such a thing. Sure there is, or there is now. Now perfectly matching all shades for lasting perfection concealer. Mask-proof makeup made easy. And I agree with that as well. It just doesn't look like a mask at all, especially if you go in, with a soaked beauty blender or sponge of choice. Benefits 16-hour wear. I'll do a wear test maybe tomorrow, guys. I'll do a separate video for that if you want. Just let me know in the comments. Matte finish. Yep, my skin doesn't feel greasy at all, but really, really, really natural, guys. And look at how luminous my skin. Right, get on with. Vegan, brilliant. Buildable, blendable, and breathable. I agree with the blendable. No, it was quite difficult to blend in. Once it bonded to my skin, it was. But again, we were using water, so sweat-proof and mask resistant. So yeah, I totally agree with those last two too. Do you? Beautiful ones. And then you've got your shades here. Again, I'll put those here somewhere so you don't. And it's £6.99, guys, for your bog standard 30ml or 27ml, I said, didn't I? And then you go into your shades. Again, I'll put them here. Shade 1 Rose Porcelain, suitable for very fair skin tones with a slight pink undertone. Shade 2, and so we got light vanilla, didn't we? Which is shade 9, light vanilla for medium skin tones with a pink undertone, which is my skin exactly, guys. My skin, it's not what I would class as a medium skin tone. I'd say it's more of a light to medium, or even a fair, I don't know. However, it certainly has a pink undertone to it, or a cool undertone if you like. But 20 shades for £6.99, it's just amazing, guys, isn't it? Totally amazing. What do you think? I'm sorry, that's about the 7th time I've said that today, but wow, just awesome. Amazing, just amazing, guys. I didn't forget the photos, guys. What I'll do is I'll add them on to the end of this video, and basically, just so you can see how this one looks in various different lightings. But I think for £7, that is just amazing. You can't go wrong, guys, can you? So I probably will go out and buy every single shade, or 20 shades, and spend something like £140, or my math is not my strong point, but in my mind it's telling me it's going to be about 140 quid, but Right. So today, beautiful ones, we've done quite a thorough review on the old Lasting Perfection, haven't we, by Collection for £6.99 in colour light vanilla. I'm blown away by this foundation, guys. It is awesome. I just can't believe that a foundation can cost £6, and it looks like a really, really, really expensive foundation. Again, the only drawback with using the wet sponge was the fact that it tried to disrupt the fixing agents, but the fixing agents were too potent or too powerful, so it basically ended up being quite difficult to blend into the skin. Again, you could try with a primer or just straight out of the bottle, guys. It's just phenomenal, beautiful foundation. And I could go out now looking like this. Possibly not so much. I certainly would never use a full pump, but I just blown away, guys. And we've also learned, guys, that it's really important not to try foundations on the back of your hand. If at all possible, do a stripe, from the corner from your cheek going all the way down to your neck. And if it matches both of those, you're onto a winner. And also I did agree with most of the claims on the website, didn't I, guys? So, you know, that's it for today, beautiful ones. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, please do give this video a thumbs up. Similarly, please consider subscribing so you're kept abreast of when I release new videos, and hit the notifications button to all. My milk's gone sour this morning, so I need to go and get five or six more pints, because I drink tea like there's no tomorrow and coffee like there's no tomorrow. That's nothing to do with, you know, here or this review, guys. So again, waffling. I better go, guys. You have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Lots of love. Hello, beautiful ones. How are you all? This is me out in Ely in front of Oliver Cromwell's house. Believe it or not, yep, he used to live in Ely. That's got nothing to do with today's tutorial. I just wanted you to see my skin in the daylight, guys. Can you see the glow it's given my skin? And that's because we soaked the sponge, and the foundation was just amazing out of the pot. But I've just fallen for this foundation big style, guys. £7, wow. I mean, a bit of a close-up. What do you think? Let me know if you'll be buying this or not. I really, really think you should all go out there and at least get one of these, because they're just amazing, 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 amazing. All right, guys, have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you all soon. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.